Welcome back to Fourth and Philly, brought to you by Sturdy Bros Production. Nate, how you feeling?
Feeling good. Got a little win. Let's get into it.
Much needed. Let's just get right into it. The bleeding has finally stopped. How does it feel?
Yeah, 3-week stretch. We kind of vanished, but yeah, 3-week stretch where we didn't play very well.
Yeah.
And last 2 weeks got back on the right track, so it feels good to calm the nerves and get on the right track heading into playoffs here.
I agree. I'm going to ask you this. Let's just talk about that stretch real quick. Obviously, very frustrating for us. Obviously, very frustrating for the players, Eagles fans in general. Out of those two games, the Bears and the Cowboys game, okay?
We lost the Chargers game, too.
And the Chargers. All right, well, let's do all three. Which one hurt the most?
Oh, man. Well, I would probably say the Cowboys game, just because we were up 21-0.
Yeah,
in the first quarter.
That's so, oh, God.
Yeah, 21-0 in the first quarter. And it really sparked like a month stretch there where the Cowboys had a legit chance to catch us for the division.
Yeah.
And, they beat us and the Chiefs. So everyone was like, oh, they beat the last two teams in the Super Bowl. So, like, do they have a chance to make it? Eagles were on a skid. And it was like, all right, the Cowboys, that one stung. Because not only with all those factors, but just the fact that it's the Cowboys, like, that one hurt. But, yeah, what do you think?
I agree with you. I think the obvious answer is obviously the Cowboys, just because we're up 21-0. Like, there's no reason we should have lost that game. I'm going to go a different approach, though. That Bears game was weird, man. Like, I just feel like I'm not a Caleb, Williams fan. I don't think he's that good. Like, I think he's had a pretty good, run this year, but I don't think he's that good. So, us losing them, they got DeAndre Swift in the backfield, so obviously he was giving us hell, but that hurt a lot. Like, that, I don't know. I feel like that was such a winnable game. I mean, all three of them have been winnable, but that one hurt me the most.
Yeah, see, I was at that game, actually, and I'll say we just didn't have it from the jump.
Yeah.
We just didn't have it.
And it's like you knew we were going to lose, even though it was a close game. The Chargers game, you threw 4 interceptions.
And a fumble,
And a fumble. We're going to lose. You turn it over twice in one play.
You know what I will say, though? I think I don't mind the Bears' loss.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling we're going to see them again in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so when that time comes, I think beating a team 2 or 3 times in a season is really, really hard. And I think, when you take an L to a team that you end up seeing in the playoffs, you know what to fix. You know what went wrong. You know what to expect now. Yeah. And I think that will play right into our favor come December and January.
Yeah, so it's funny you say that. I felt that exact way playing the Rams last year in the playoffs because we beat them in the regular season. So facing them in the playoffs, I was a little worried.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that team was so good. But last year was last year. Let's just hop right into it. Fourth and Philly, play the game for the Commanders. What was yours?
I would say the Saquon run that didn't go for a touchdown. It was, I think, 48 yards.
Yeah, or you got caught.
Just to see him, elude someone in the backfield, get to the outside, and get upfield for a big gain. That made me really happy to see.
I agree.
And then just overall, I think seeing AJ in that first half, get going. And
Devontae had a touchdown.
Yeah, Devontae, big touchdown. I think just seeing our offense come together over the course of a full game was really encouraging to see.
So we talked about this at the beginning of the year. I'm trying to think how I want to word this question. Obviously, offense struggled majority of this year. Talks about the offensive coordinator, talks about Hurts. When the offense has success like that, we talked about earlier in the year, when the offense looks bad, we put it probably more on the coordinator. I think that's what we said. When they're successful like this, what's their percentage? Is it 70% Hurts, 30% Patullo? Where's your percentage line up?
I don't know about a percentage right now. What I will say is over the last, 2 games that we've really been clicking. And even that Chargers game, we really moved the ball. Jalen just turned it over way too many times. But I don't know if you can notice, but you got AJ running in motion a lot more now.
Yeah.
You got him going to the other side of the field. Now you can tell.
Hurts is under center.
He's also in the shotgun empty backfield.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot more different things that keeps defenses guessing. Now Hurts can see if they're in zone or man at the line.
I agree.
Now he can check down to something else. And you see the first half, AJ had 70 yards, all because the way we were reading the defense early. And I think that if we continue to do those things and throw in wrinkles and get guys in position to be successful, we're going to keep going. And to play into that even more, I think seeing Saquon get going, the offensive line starting to get healthy. Like, I think everything's coming together right when we need it to. And everyone compares, this season to either 23 or the Super Bowl. Like, which way is it going to go? Mm-hmm. And I think we're starting to see it trend upward. So
I love really that you said that last part, the 2023. Because I was thinking about this in the car, and it was like, these last couple weeks, I would say the last, 5 weeks, they've been a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And I think, especially when they're losing, everybody is so quick to go back to 2023. And it's very true. It's like, yeah, we won 10 games straight that year, and then the whole season just took a
1-5 in the last 6.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Lost the division, and then
I don't think this year is going to be like that. I think beating the Raiders, beating the Commanders, just getting back on track. But I think this next game in Buffalo is going to say a lot. I don't know how you think.
Yeah, I agree. When I think back to 23, though, I mean, we lost games that we should not have lost. Like the Cardinals, who were terrible.
Yes.
The Commanders a couple times. Like, at least this year, we're taking care of those games now. Like, took care of the Raiders, took care of Washington. Like, we starting to see our offense get going again. Our defense is very, very good. One of the best ranked defenses. So I think there's a lot of differences from that 2023 team. I will say I don't know if we're gonna if we're capable of winning another Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard to
go back to back. It's really hard.
It's really hard. But I will say I don't think it's gonna end the same way 23 did. I just don't know if it'll be a Super Bowl or not.
Yeah, I think these last couple weeks are going to say a lot. It's going to say who we play. I mean, the Cowboys are out of it. So I really, if the playoffs ended today, like, who would you want to see in the playoffs?
Well, I've been keeping up.
The playoffs, so the regular season ended.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with the playoff race a lot.
Yeah.
And the NFC West is going to have 3 teams: Seattle, Rams, and 49ers.
Yeah.
And that Rams-Seattle game that went to overtime this week, it obviously put Seattle at number 1 in the conference. But now with 49ers winning last night, it bumped the Rams to 6. So now we would play the Rams first round if the playoffs were to start today, which
and I know they want to see us.
I think they're the best team in the NFL.
The Rams?
Yeah. So
I don't disagree with that.
I don't know. I'm very scared to see them, especially early.
Yeah.
But the one thing I will say is, if we play them in the 3-6 matchup, at least we get them at home.
I agree.
Which I like. I don't know how it's going to go. The Eagles statistically still have a chance to get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. I do think we have a chance at the 2 seed, though.
I think if we win, because who do we need to lose? Seattle has to lose out.
We'd have to win out, and then we would need the Packers essentially to win the NFC North over the Bears. Mm-hmm. So we would need the Bears to lose the last 2, Packers to win their next 2.
Yeah.
Because we have the tiebreaker over the Packers since we beat them. We didn't beat the Bears.
Okay.
Okay. So then NFC West, we need the Rams to have the same record as us because we played them and we beat them. Okay. So then 49ers in Seattle would drop to the 2 wild card spots. We would have the tiebreaker over the Rams, and we have the tiebreaker over the Packers. That's the only way.
The Packers have a tie, right? Didn't they tie with Cowboys?
Yep. So that's the only way we get the 1 seed. 2 seed, I think, is a lot more reasonable, where if the Bears kind of lose these last 2, I think they play the 49ers and another good team. So if they lose and then the Packers win that division, that's how we get the 2 seed. But either way, I think going into the playoffs, the 2 seed I'm fine with, because to be honest, I think we need an extra game just to keep that momentum going.
I mean, I agree with you saying, like, I feel like the bye week would almost hurt us.
Yeah.
Especially with how inconsistent that offense is.
I agree. And we're getting healthy at the right time. So it's not like we need the rest. At this point, we need guys to play.
Yeah.
And so I think whatever NFC West team wins the number 1 seed, assuming we don't get it, I think if it's Seattle or San Francisco, they're going to go down early.
Yeah.
And then if we have the 2 seed, that means the playoffs go through the link.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's
what
happened last
on
year.
That Seattle 49ers train. I don't think they're that. I mean, they have wins.
49ers last night, though, put up 48. That's a lot of points. But our defense is so good. Yeah, no, I hear you. Phillip Rivers played well. Don't knock him.
Don't get me wrong. At 44, I'm not playing in the NFL.
He had 275 yards and 3 touchdowns last night. No interceptions. I don't know. I mean, that's better than Hurts was putting up. So,
yeah, that's true. It's very impressive. I mean, it is impressive. All right.
Yeah.
Eagles Pro Bowlers. All right, I'm going to name them to you. Jalen Carter, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Zach Bond, and Cam Jurgens. Out of those guys, who are you most surprised to see in that Pro Bowl ballot?
I think who I'm surprised not to see and that's Jordan Davis. I really thought he had like such a good year between, blowing up runs, getting to the quarterback, blocking kicks. Like, I think he just put together a really good season, and I was really surprised not to see him on there. I think seeing our secondary both be on there, Cooper and Quinion,
that's very impressive.
And they're both of them in their second year. Like, just have a really bright future with our secondary. I think I was surprised to see Juergens on there the most, though.
Yeah, I
just because he was beat up and he was in and out of the lineup, and
he hasn't looked great this year.
And Jalen Carter, I mean, Jalen Carter, he wrecks backfields, causes double teams, but he doesn't put up crazy stats.
Yeah,
I think it was more of like a respect thing. Like,
I think
teams,
so. I mean,
teams
he's
know
double
what
team every single drive.
teams know what he brings. So
let's go back to what you said, Jordan Davis. Why is he playing so well? I have my theory, but I want to hear yours.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk. He's lost a lot of weight.
Yep.
He stayed in really good shape.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just coming to work a lot happier, and it's also a contract.
That's
year.
what I'm thinking. It's the contract.
So, I think it all plays a factor, and I think, to get that contract, all those other factors that are underlying are super important to reach that end goal of whatever dollar amount he needs. So
yeah. To go back what you said, especially on the weight thing, I just think he's trying to mark off the stuff that they can rebuttal with when it comes to a contract.
He's just checking those boxes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it scares me how well he's playing because I don't want him to leave, and I know he's going to get paid. So I think he has a 5th-year option. I think that's what's coming up this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully we keep him under that.
Well, I mean, if you look at last year, we lost a lot on our defensive line this past offseason. Milton Williams, Josh Sweat, a lot of guys from that Super Bowl team. And the beginning of this year, we were struggling to get in that backfield, and then we went and got Jalen Phillips. We added Brandon Graham back. And so, I think defensive line and offensive line, those are the two things that we've always been known for.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps us so good. And that's where we establish our dominance, and everything falls into place from there.
Yeah.
So, I think keeping him is super important for sure.
I agree. Let's talk about this week. How are you feeling about this Bills game?
The Bills need the game. They need it really bad because they still have a chance to win their division.
Yeah.
And they still have a chance at the number 1 seed. So they're going to be going for it, obviously.
Yep. And we're going for the number 1 seed too.
Yes. No, we don't have the same statistic possibilities that they do.
I think it's still a must-win game in the Eagles' eyes, though.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how we approach it.
I agree.
I think that we're capable of winning it if we choose to. I genuinely don't know if we're going to go for it.
Yeah.
I hope to see that we do because I think we just need to prove to the rest of the NFL that we're still the team to beat.
I agree.
And going into the playoffs, this isn't just like hey, let's get another win for seeding purposes. I think this is like hey, let's prove to ourselves we still have it.
We can beat a good football team.
Exactly. And you never know. This could be a Super Bowl matchup this year.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's not a bad case. I don't know. I'm not a big Josh Allen guy. I think he's good. I really want to win this game. Like I want them to beat them so bad. I think it will help so much, especially when we head into the playoffs. God forbid we see the Rams. Like, all right, we need to know like we can beat a great football team.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's talk about, as my dad says, Missy Elliott this past game. How'd you feel?
Very disappointed. I mean, man, he missed 3 kicks essentially. Yeah. Only 2 went down on the stat sheet, but he missed
a flag.
He missed 3.
Yeah.
And that's very concerning. I mean, Jake's obviously been a great player for us over the last 10 years or however long he's been an Eagle, but I mean, your kicker, that's points left off the board, and come playoff time, that wins and loses games. Like, that just can't happen.
Special teams just look horrible. Jake, I mean, obviously had a
Will
horrible
Shipley fumbling in first play.
Opening drive, fumble.
Just can't happen. And I think that's where I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident, though. It's like, all right, if we can eliminate these mistakes now, our offense is starting to get better. Defense is obviously super dominant. I think you're going to really start to see things come together.
If we're going to have problems, I want it to be on special teams, not with the offense, not with the defense. So I think those are good problems. Obviously, problems aren't good, but if they're going to be anywhere, that's where I would like them to be.
And I think they're fixable.
I just like I said, good problems to have. Let's go into the score prediction this week. What are we talking?
I've been on a bit of a cold streak.
You have?
A little bit. I've been so close. I think this past
Can I ask, would you go for Raiders and the Commanders game? If you remember. If you don't, it's okay.
I can pull it up right now.
Let's talk about it. I definitely didn't have a shutout. I'll tell you that for the Raiders.
For the Commanders game, I have 37-10.
Okay.
And it being 29-18. So it would have been, with Jake's 2 misses, would have been 35. And then the Commanders scored at the end and got the 2-point conversion. It would have been 35-10. I said 37-10. And then the week before, which was the Raiders game, right?
Yeah.
What day of the week, or what day was that?
That was a Sunday. Sunday at 1.
I said 38-17, and it was 31-0.
Yeah, 31-0.
I also would have won that if Tank Bigsby scored the 4th and goal touchdown at the very end of the game, where we got stopped 4 plays in a row.
Oh, yeah.
So
that was what we had all our backups in.
Would have been 38-0 though, and I would have won.
Nice.
So
Dang, I'm telling you, you're pretty good with that.
I'm good.
You're really good with that.
I should bet more. Yeah. No, I shouldn't. I don't bet.
No, don't bet.
I don't
Trust me,
advise betting.
you don't want to do that to yourself. This week, what are we talking?
Score?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a shootout. I think our defense is gonna show up, but the Bills are good.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of think about it. Like, all right, our defense is really good. We always know that. But Bills are really good. We're gonna bend, not break. I say defense gives up 20.
Okay.
And then offense, I'm gonna say we put up 24. 24-20 Birds.
I think the last time we played them in 2023, I think it was overtime. It was a similar score.
It was our Kelly Green jerseys in the rain.
Debut. Yeah.
Like game of the year. That was a great game. Jalen Hurts ran it in.
QB draw.
For a touchdown to win it. Let's touch on that really quick. Jalen's been scrambling a lot.
I love it. Finally.
Talk about that.
Why? Like, all right. I have 2 ways to approach this, okay? Because I was this person at the beginning of the season. I was like, all right, like, let's see him throw the ball. Let's see him, like, kind of come into his quarterback normal tendencies. But I think I've learned you can only be who you are, right? And you can be this in life too, right? You can't act like someone you're not. Like Jalen Hurts, to be successful, he has to run, okay? He's not going to be that quarterback that comes out here and has 40 attempts passing. That's not him, and that's not the way we win. It's never going to be. And there's, for the people, and I think I was one of these people at the beginning of the year who was like, I want to see that. Like, I want to see him, okay, maybe go 25 for 40, 27 for 40. See those types of numbers. I've learned that that's just not him. The more he runs, the more it manipulates the defense, and it's so hard to guard because, one, they either have to send more guys or they have to contain. He has more time in the pocket. So I don't know how you feel about it, but I like it a lot. I don't want him to get hit, and I think he's doing a really good job sliding. I think he's doing a really good job going out of bounds. But I think I talked about this with my buddy a couple weeks ago. Like, I just think his pocket presence this year has been like really, really bad.
He doesn't like feel pressure. A lot of fumbles, a lot of just and
it's not even like blindside stuff. It's like stuff that's like coming from his right. So it's like you don't see that out of like your peripheral. So I just think his pocket presence has been horrible. But I think with the scrambling and like the stepping up and just him using his legs has helped a lot. And I think that's him. Yeah,
I mean, think of how many 3-and-outs we've had this year. 33% of our drives end in a 3-and-out.
Yeah.
Number 1 team in the NFL in 3-and-outs. And if you look at the last 2 games, look at how many drives he extended just by scrambling.
Exactly.
And so not only that, but it keeps maybe one linebacker having to stay home and spy on him, which opens up AJ or Devontae even more instead of sending doubles at them. Like, just being able to extend plays and really just extend drives and keep our offense on the field is just huge. And I mean, for the last like year and a half, we haven't seen him scramble quite literally at all.
And I think that's like an in-house thing. I think they're saying they don't want him to scramble because they don't want him to get hit. I understand. You just paid this guy $300 million. I wouldn't want him to get hurt either. But at the same time, it's like, all right, it's a risk and reward thing. Yeah. Like, we're risking him obviously getting injured, knock on wood, but it's him. This is his game.
Well, I think it all changed when he had that concussion against Washington toward the end of the year last year.
And I think he had a knee injury too.
Yeah. And so I could see the cautiousness, but 2 weeks ago, when we lost to the Chargers and we were playing bad, there was a report Nick Sirianni is stepping in to a bigger role and having a more bigger voice on the offense.
Yeah, like not taking over but like assisting. They called it.
I'm telling you, he said we need Jay Hurts to scramble a little bit, and that'll change everything. And I think you're going to see more of it, especially heading into the playoffs.
I agree.
I mean, if you think back to last year in the playoffs, first touchdown against Washington was Hurts' like 50-yard run, design QB run. We need to see more of that. So I'm excited. I think that was really positive.
Was it the playoffs versus Washington? Remember when Dotson caught that pass? What was it? I'm trying to think. Was that playoffs?
Green Bay.
No, that was Green Bay. Green Bay. Okay. Yeah, but like another good example, kept the play alive, rolled out to his left, made a great throw. No, I agree though. I don't know. I don't want him to get hurt and I don't want him to get hit, but I think that's how we win football games is getting that linebacker out. I also think it opens up the check down. So like Saquon gets open on the check down more, allows him to make a play. I'm going to ask you this. I noticed this last game. I just feel like Saquon hasn't I think he's played well this year, and I know it's like kind of been like him getting stuck at the line of scrimmage, but even when he catches like checkdowns, like he doesn't break tackles like he used to. I don't know how you feel about it.
I think again, last 2 weeks I think have been a lot different,
a lot better, yeah,
and a lot better for sure. I don't know. I mean, listen, when you go for 2,000 and you win the Super Bowl, a lot of teams are coming for you.
Yeah,
and I think
they're plotting for you.
That has a lot to do with it, and I think. Again, we're just hitting our strides at the right time.
Yeah.
You're starting to see him break tackles. And a lot of the press and media in Philly have talked about this the last couple of days against Washington. Saquon and Tank Bigsby ran like angry.
Yeah.
They were angry, and they were finishing runs.
I love it.
They were trying to kill people. They were trying to run people over. And I think that was a good mindset switch for sure. So
that game was awesome. You saw the scuffle at the end?
I saw it.
Yeah, man. Fred Johnson, what a goat.
Yeah. Tyler Steen. Dude, you know what I don't understand? And it really pisses me off. Why does Tyler Steen stand every play and then right before the ball snapped to sit down and smack Juergens on the ass? Like, what is that shit?
Well, so Becton did it last year. It's something with the snap count. But the thing that doesn't make
so weird.
So the thing that doesn't make sense to me about it is I thought Becton did it because he was so big. And I don't know if you knew this, but when he played for the Jets, he was an outside guy. So on the outside, you can kind of stand up a little bit, but when you're next to that center, you got to be down. So I thought it was.
Sit for that long.
I thought he couldn't sit for that long. And then I saw Steen and I was like, oh, this doesn't make sense. It's something with the snap count. So when he taps them, they know it's getting hiked, but. The thing I don't understand about it is you sometimes will try to catch them off sides for a false start, and it's like Steen standing up. They know you're not going to hike the ball.
Yeah.
So it's something I'm not really sure exactly what it is. I noticed it last year with Becton, but
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What's up with the tush push?
Oh man. I think I'm hopping off that bandwagon. I'm not a fan of it anymore.
I mean, I saw a stat the last 4 years. We were at 97% conversion. Then it was 95, 90.
Yeah.
This year we're at 63% conversion rate on it. What's going on here?
I think it's just you don't have the same guys. I think Juergens not being fully healthy hurts.
And Jason Kelsey was the originator.
Exactly. I think Steen isn't the guy for it. He's smaller. He's a smaller guard. I just think it's not us anymore, unfortunately. I love the play. I think it's great, especially when we're at the one. I don't think we have the personnel anymore for it. I just think there's so many other things you can do. I love the shovel pass we had to Goddard a couple weeks ago.
Saquon, little toss.
Saquon.
Outside.
I think if I was in this office in their position, I would start to expand onto one. I would kind of move away from the touch push unless you're literally on the half-yard line.
See, I don't know, man. Honestly, every time we run it now, I think majority of the time we either end up with a false start.
Yeah.
Or we end up with Jalen getting stripped in the pile.
Yeah.
That's happened literally 3 or 4 times this year.
Yeah.
Teams are all right, we're just going to go take it
they
from
know how
them.
to play it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think it's more risky than anything now because teams are so pissed off by it. They're doing anything.
Well, the refs are
it's hard to officiate. It is.
It is.
I'm not saying I want to get rid of it, but
yeah. I
don't know. I think we got to find a way to use it in goal line scenarios.
Yeah.
And be better at it, but
one thing I think it would be pretty cool if they came out a shotgun set and then he calls for like a motion and then they all just line up for the tush push instead of like coming out in the formation, maybe starting shotgun and then get into it. I think it would throw him off a little bit. I don't know. I just, like I said, I think we can do more things with it. I think the officiating, I was actually very surprised, and it kills me to say this, but I was very impressed with like the officiating, especially on that false start for the tush push against the Commanders, because it's like, dude, how do you even see that?
How do you see that?
You got to mind, like, we're watching the replay in like extra slow motion. These guys are moving full speed, so it's I think it's very impressive actually by the officiating.
You know what I will say? When I watch NFL games and there's like a penalty on the field, and then they show the slow-mo replay, and I'm like, how did the ref see that? They get everything right without the help of the booth.
Yeah.
If you watch the NBA, they don't get anything right.
No.
Nothing. And so
you could say the same. I know you're not a big baseball guy, but like umpires,
dude, I don't know.
NFL
refs are really good. Like, they know the game so well. Yeah. It's very impressive.
I think it also helps. How many referees do you have on the field for NBA? Oh my God. How many referees do you have on the court? I think it's 3, right?
3 or 4, yeah.
I think it's 3. I think in NFL you have like 6.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. We'll cut that out. Yeah, but I'm excited for this Buffalo week. I know you are too. I think it's going to be a really good game. Maybe we'll get some snow. I think that'll be fun to watch.
So fun.
Yeah, I think so. But thank you guys for tuning in for 4th and Philly always. Nate, thank you for showing up and showing out.
Glad we got back on here.
I know. This felt good. We needed this. Yeah, we needed this bad. All right. But 4th and Philly brought to you by Sturdy Burst Production. Jake, Nate, peace.
Peace.